Meghan Markle's turbulent year. From dreadful TV reviews to dad's grave illness, the Duchess of Sussex had a busy 2025 with the launch of her lifestyle brand and Netflix program. But not all of her endeavors received a positive reception, with 2025 quickly drawing to a close. Meghan Markle is likely to be reflecting on a whirlwind year for her various business ventures and personal triumphs. And while the Duchess of Sussex certainly kept herself busy this year, not all of her endeavors ended in success. The year truly ramped up for Meghan in March, with the highly anticipated release of her lifestyle brand as ever, as well as the premiere of the first season of With Love, Meghan on Netflix. Meghan was quick to celebrate the release of her first wave of products with As Ever, with her now famous jams selling out in a matter of minutes. However, the first season of her Netflix program was met with a wave of criticism, as it was branded exhausting and sensationally absurd by TV critics. The lifestyle show features cooking, baking, gardening and other hostess activities, with Meghan's aim to share her personal tips and tricks, while embracing playfulness over perfection and highlighting how to create beauty in unexpected ways. While her TV show unfortunately was failing to pull insignificant viewing numbers on the streaming service, the Duchess of Sussex continued to focus on her As Ever brand, sporadically releasing new products throughout the year, such as honey, baking mixes, tea, and eventually branching into the wine business. Meghan released her second attempt at a podcast earlier this year, with Confessions of a Female Founder being released back in April. Featuring only 8 episodes, Meghan said that she would be taking an indefinite break from the podcast to focus on her other business ventures. In October, Meghan made her debut at Paris Fashion Week to support her friend and Balenciaga's new creative director Pier Paolo Piccioli. It was the Duchess' first time in mainland Europe in 3 years, with her appearance causing a stir. Sharing her highlights of the trip, Meghan posted a video driving through the streets of Paris, which eagle-eyed fans were quick to point out was close to where Princess Diana had died in a car crash in 1997. Despite the backlash, many were quick to jump to Meghan's defense. Meghan also made several appearances for charities and philanthropic efforts close to her heart in 2025, traveling to New York for World Mental Health Day alongside Prince Harry, before jetting to Washington, D.C. for Fortune's Most Powerful Women Summit. The Duchess was determined to focus on her lifestyle brand, with a second season of With Love, Meghan dropping on Netflix in August, before a special holiday episode of the program aired in early December. However, the second season of the show unfortunately followed in the footsteps of season 1, also copping brutal reviews from industry critics, and failing to break into Netflix's top 10 viewed shows. Meghan was also subject to a handful of social media faux pas this year that were highly criticized, such as sharing a video of her twerking in hospital while heavily pregnant to induce labor for her daughter Lilibet, and being photographed inside Kris Jenner's birthday party on the eve of Remembrance Sunday. The Duchess of Sussex had an upsetting end to the year, as her father Thomas Markle SNR, with whom she has been estranged since her wedding to Harry in 2018, fell gravely ill and underwent surgery to have his leg amputated. Amidst her father's failing health, a spokesperson for Meghan confirmed that she had reached out to her father, who is living in the Philippines. Ash continues to recover from his life-altering surgery. With Meghan still committed to her lifestyle brand and Netflix TV series, as well as her charity work alongside her husband, 2026 is bound to be another whirlwind year for the Duchess of Sussex. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's statement in full as PR guru quits their charity. James Holt, who ran the charity the Archewell Foundation alongside co-executive director Shauna Knepp, quit after working with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry for years. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry issued a gushing statement after PR guru James Holt quit their charity. James, who appeared in the bombshell Netflix series, Harry Meghan, stepped down yesterday, stressing it had been a great privilege to work with the couple. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex praised the PR professional in their statement to the media, issued in response to the shock departure. In full, Meghan and Harry's tribute reads, "James has been a stellar support for us for nearly 10 years. As James moves his young family back to the UK, "We're proud that he will continue to guide various humanitarian trips for us overseas through Archewell Philanthropies." But both parties are yet to disclose the reason for James' exit, ending his long-standing link with the charity. He ran the charity Harry set up, the Archewell Foundation, alongside co-executive director Shauna Knepp. The departure leaves just one employee at a new entity named Archewell Philanthropies. James, it is said, has now returned to the UK. Hetu released a glowing statement in the wake of his resignation. It read, "From the moment I met Meghan, I recognized a kindred spirit. Someone who finds joy even in difficult moments and connects authentically with people regardless of circumstance." The warm exchange comes as Archewell goes through a period of transition. It is reported that 2 other junior admin staff were axed this month, as was Archewell's Director of Programs and Operations Kristen Slevin, on a $146,000 £108,000 salary. But James, who according to LinkedIn previously did communications work for the Liberal Democrats, was the most loyal of lieutenants, moving to California to be first their PR chief, then to run Archewell. It was Holt who told the 2022 Netflix show Harry Meghan that there had been a palace conspiracy against them. Once people saw their popularity, he said, the aim was to put them in a box or make them irrelevant. Despite his decision to walk away, James will still serve as a senior philanthropic advisor to Meghan and Harry, as well as their Archewell Philanthropies and in their humanitarian trips overseas in 2026. However, sources claim that James is frustrated that his return to the UK is during a time of transition for the Sussexes. They added that he is very protective of the couple and is anxious about the reaction to his decision. Records for the organization show that the professional, a University of Lincoln journalism graduate, was paid $245,000 £181,000 by Archewell last year. He signed off the accounts as the organization's executive director last year but was visibly absent from the Archewell team photograph taken in November. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry keep losing top staff. I know exactly why. After their 12th publicist in 2 years has quit from the Sussex camp, many have been left wondering what internal struggles are contributing to their extremely high staff turnover rate within the span of just a few days. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have lost 2 of their key aides, Chief Communications Officer Meredith Maines and James Holt, who surveyed as head of their organization, Archewell. Holt had been the couple's PR boss from 2019 to 2021, before moving to work more closely with the Sussexes on their charitable and philanthropic endeavors when they quit their royal duties in 2020. Meanwhile, Maines quit her role after just 10 months working with Harry and Meghan. Maines' sudden departure marks the Sussexes bidding goodbye to their 11th publicist in just 5 years. After the announcement of Holt's resignation, sources claim that Mr. Holt wants to spend more time in London with his family, but it had been a great privilege to work alongside the Duke and Duchess over the years. In a statement shared with the media, he said, "Working with Prince Harry and Meghan has been one of the great privileges of my career. From my first project with Prince Harry 8 years ago to improve mental health support for soldiers in the British military, to our recent work helping injured children in Gaza, he has consistently challenged me to think bigger about how we can make a difference." His resignation came just days after Maines also announced her departure from the Sussex team, as she released a statement, saying, "After a year of inspiring work with Prince Harry and Meghan, Duke and Duchess of Sussex and Archewell, I will be pursuing a new opportunity in 2026. I have the utmost gratitude and respect for the couple and THE team, and the good they are doing in the world." Other communications staff have also left in recent years. Emily Robinson, who was hired in June as Harry and Meghan's Director of Communications, stepped down 3 months later. A year ago, the Sussexes' global press secretary, Ashley Hansen, left after 2 years to launch her own consultancy. Earlier that summer, UK-based staffer Charlie Geepson and California-based staffer Kyle Bolia also departed. With the turnover rate of their key staff being so high, many have been left wondering why aides within the Sussex camp never seem to last more than a few years working alongside Harry and Meghan. Rumors have long been rife that working for the Sussexes in such a capacity has left past staff members seeking out long-term therapy, and friends of past aides claiming that the workplace was toxic and draining. The Sussexes have denied all claims of bullying against them. However, many seem to believe that being a public relations officer for Harry and Meghan would be incredibly challenging given their seemingly endless pursuit of both privacy and publicity. According to The Telegraph's Guy Kelly, part of the issue is surely that Harry and Meghan do not actually know what they wish to communicate to the world. Is the message that they want privacy or publicity? Are they celebrities or dignitaries? For how long will they define themselves by what they chose to leave, rather than by what they would like to do next? Many have commented on Harry and Meghan's lack of direction in recent years, with their ventures ranging widely from Netflix programs, lifestyle brands, charity outings, and rubbing shoulders with the Hollywood elite. In the same vein, Harry and Meghan's popularity with the public has remained low over the years, given their public jabs at the royal family and puzzling career choices, which may also be a factor as to why they seemingly can't hold down a long-term PR chief. For now, while Harry and Meghan restart the hiring process for yet another public relations representative, it is understood that Liam Maguire, the couple's UK and Europe Director of Communications, will step up to lead on all publicity-related work. With the Sussexes' plans for 2026 largely unconfirmed, it seems that they are in for a rocky start to the year as they bring on a new PR expert to help them forge their next year's plan. And with their scattered endeavors continuing to puzzle many royal watchers, whoever steps up into the new role will certainly have their work cut out for them. Intruder breaks into William and Kate's home with heavy rucksack twice before Christmas. An intruder was apprehended after twice gaining entry to Kensington Palace in London, in incidents a policing expert claimed were a serious cause for concern. The Prince and Princess of Wales were twice intruded upon by a man allegedly wearing a heavy rucksack, who vaulted into their official residence as the royals prepared for Christmas. Derek Egan, 39, was reportedly seen hauling the rucksack as he climbed over a fence into Kensington Palace, the couple's royal residence, 2 days before Christmas this year. The Metropolitan Police confirmed Egan had been charged, in a statement this evening. A spokesperson for the police service said Egan was able to gain access to the property's gardens but was apprehended both times by specialist royal protection officers from the London Metropolitan Police. The reported incidents were branded as serious cause for concern, with the intruder managing to gain entry twice despite having been initially bailed by police. The Met Police said the intruder was charged with 2 counts of trespassing following the repeated alleged incidents on December 21 and 23. A spokesperson said, on Tuesday the 23rd of December, Derek Egan, 39, of Clayfield Way, Hillingdon was charged with trespassing on a protected site and breaching bail conditions. He was remanded in custody and appeared at Bromley Magistrates Court on Wednesday the 24th of December. The charges relate to incidents on Sunday, 21 December and Tuesday the 23rd of December when Egan was arrested on suspicion of trespassing on a protected site in Palace Green, Kensington. Experts have called for a major investigation after the latest royal intrusion, which took place as the royals and their staff prepared for Christmas. Di Davies, the former head of the Met Police's Royal and Specialist Protection Branch, said the nature of the offending gives serious cause for concern. He added the police must now work out what level of danger the royal family was in at the time. He told The Sun, the fact he repeated the offending after being given bail, given the nature of it, gives serious cause for concern. The police must work out what level of danger the royal family were in, and based on the charges, why on earth he was given bail. The Prince and Princess of Wales, who reside permanently in Windsor, are not believed to have been living in Kensington Palace at the time. But they were reportedly spending the days preceding the alleged duel incidents in London while preparing for the royal family's traditional Sandringham Christmas. The alleged intruder is the latest in a long line of intruders who have gained access to royal properties before being apprehended. In 2023, Jaswant Singh Chahal, 21, was sentenced to 9 years in jail for treason after he was found to have tried entering Windsor Castle on Christmas Day 2021 armed with a crossbow while the late Queen Elizabeth II was in residence. The Old Bailey in London heard during his trial that he was spurred on by an AI girlfriend named Sarai, and inspired by storylines from the Star Wars films. Chale was also subject to a hybrid order under the Mental Health Act, and remanded in a psychiatric hospital before being treated to custody following treatment. Judge Mr. Justice Hilliard passed his sentence during the live television broadcast, saying Chale had experienced homicidal thoughts he had acted on before becoming psychotic. He said, his intention was not just to harm or alarm the sovereign, but to kill her. The judge added that Chale's intention to kill made his offense as serious as it could be. The judge added Chale, a former supermarket worker, was also culpable to a significant degree when he applied to join the Ministry of Defence Police and Grenadier Guards as he wanted to get close to the royal family. I interviewed Sarah Ferguson and she made true feelings clear about Andrew according to a journalist. Sarah Ferguson seemed lonely and deeply unhappy during the early stages of her marriage to Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. As he recalled their private chat off camera, Sarah Ferguson had concerns about Andrew Mountbatten Windsor when she was married to him, according to a journalist. Dame Jenny Murray interviewed the former Duchess of York in 1989, 3 years into her marriage to the then Prince Andrew. According to her, Sarah seemed lonely and deeply unhappy at the time and didn't shy away from expressing her true feelings about her husband privately. Reflecting on their chat, Jenny wrote in Saga magazine, "I was shown into the sitting room of a flat on the 3rd floor of the palace, looking out at Queen Victoria's statue. A young woman, wearing a pinny, her hair tucked into a mob cap came in. I thought she was a maid, it was Sarah." She further wrote, "It became apparent quickly that I was talking to a lonely, deeply unhappy woman who made no secret privately, but not on tape, of her concerns about her husband. At the time, Andrew's naval duties occupied him, meaning he was regularly away from his family life with Sarah and their first of 2 daughters, Princess Beatrice, now 37. She was never asked to join his travels," Jenny wrote. "She was alone with the child and always wondered what he was up to and with whom." Jenny said with such distance in their marriage, it's no wonder they separated 6 years later, before their divorce was finalized in 1996. Addressing Andrew's association with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, the radio host continued, "I can only assume Sarah must have hated Andrew's friendship with the 2 sex offenders. Epstein was found dead in Heist jail cell in 2019 while being held on federal sex trafficking charges. Ghislaine is currently serving a 20-year sentence for her involvement in his crimes. Andrew has previously expressed regret about his judgment of associating with Epstein, who he is believed to have met in the late 1990s. The brother of King Charles has always denied wrongdoing and maintained that he didn't engage in criminal behavior. He has also repeatedly said he has no recollection of meeting the now late Virginia Giuffre, who accused him of sexual assault linked to Epstein. Earlier this year, Andrew was stripped of his titles after further details about his friendship and communication with Epstein were revealed. Several charities have additionally cut ties with Sarah over her alleged friendship with the sex offender. After his wrongdoing first became widely reported in 2011, she publicly disowned him and said she would have no further contact. However, alleged leaked private emails later revealed that weeks after that public disavowal she had privately sent him a message apologizing for having distanced herself. It's also reported that she addressed him in personal terms such as a steadfast, generous and supreme friend. The mother of 2 hasn't denied sending the email, but she and her representatives have claimed it was something done under pressure and not reflective of her true feelings. George, Charlotte and Louis's heartwarming Christmas gift to those in need revealed the royal family children of the Prince and Princess of Wales have donated a series of poignant gifts to an important charity, after being inspired by their mother. The royal children of the Prince and Princess of Wales are continuing to support a cause introduced to them by their mother, with a heartwarming and generous Christmas donation. Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis donated essential practical everyday items to the Baby Bank charity. which were personally selected by the young royals. The baby bank provides essential supplies for newborns and children to families in extreme need in Berkshire, Buckinghamshire and Hillingdon. Princess Kate previously brought her 3 children to volunteer at Thenon Prophet's Maidenhead, Berkshire Hub in 2023, giving them a first-hand look at its important work. The quiet donation was made by the siblings on December 28, and was shared by the charity on their Instagram to mark their 10th anniversary year of tireless work for those in need. In the social media caption, the charity wrote, "2025 saw the baby bank turn 10 years old. As we reflect on this, we are overwhelmed by the constant support of our community as well as schools, organizations and businesses that have come together to provide collective donations." Read the caption of the video, which rolled to show photos of donations including diapers, clothes and toys. The caption shouted out some of the donations, including the contributions from fashion brand Primark, ITV host Lorraine Kelly, and the essential practical everyday items chosen by the Prince and Princess of Wales, children. These items helped us efficiently reach families far and wide and support thousands of children this year, it added about the support. Just one day after their donation was made, the Princess of Wales also took to Instagram to acknowledge the baby bank's milestone, writing, "Proud to have been a part of @the_baby_bank story as it marks 10 years of incredible work. The work baby banks do all year round is so important, but particularly at Christmas time." Princess Kate has made the early childhood years a priority of her royal work and she has visited several baby banks around the UK. In December 2023, Kate brought George, Charlotte and Louis to volunteer at the baby bank's Maidenhead, Berkshire location near their home in Windsor. "You're the volunteers for this evening," the Princess of Wales told her children in a short video from Kensington Palace at the time. The video showed Kate and her kids arrive with big bags of donations and hop right in to help. Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis helped select presents, sorted clothes and learned more about the baby bank's vital work. "You can see how rewarding this kind of work is, knowing that you're helping out others," Princess Kate told Prince George. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has lots of time to fill, as tragic ex-royal's life exposed. Prince Andrew, the former Duke of York, has been stripped of his royal title and privileges, and is now living a life far removed from the public and ceremonial duties he once enjoyed. According to a royal expert, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, the former Duke of York, is living a drastically reduced existence with lots of time to fill, following his removal from the royal family, according to a royal expert. In October, Andrew agreed to relinquish his Duke of York title before the king took further action a fortnight later, stripping him of both his princely status and his dukedom, rendering Andrew a commoner for the first time. The 65-year-old, who was instructed to cease using his HRH style by his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, in 2020, now faces a daily reality vastly different from the public and ceremonial duties he once performed. The former royal, who has largely vanished from public view, is reportedly spending considerable time alone at Royal Lodge with little to occupy his days, according to royal commentator Simon Vigor. Speaking on Royal Confidential, The Sun's royal editor Matt Wilkinson raised questions about how Andrew now occupies himself. "It also makes me wonder what he's actually doing. We only ever see him horse riding. There was a long article in the Telegraph this week. My colleague Hannah wrote a really good piece asking what he actually does. I think she described him as a bit of a couch potato, sitting at Royal Lodge watching television," Wilkinson said. Even pastimes such as shooting, a long-standing tradition within the royal family, have reportedly been scaled back. "I think he used to watch flights, tracking them on flight radar. What does he do now if he can't go shooting?" Wilkinson added. Simon Vigor, royal correspondent for 5 News, described Andrew's current circumstances as leaving him with lots of time to fill, a sharp departure from the packed diary of public appearances and royal responsibilities he once maintained, reports The Express. "There is obviously an element of tragedy. I don't expect people to feel sympathetic for him, but there is a tragic element to this," he said. Vigor recalled Andrew's former standing, noting, "In happier days, He was known as the Duke of Golf. I'm not sure how many golf clubs he's a member of anymore. But it's a lot of time to fill. Vigor added that some clubs are now striking Andrew's name from their membership lists. People just want to be disassociated from him, he said. According to the Telegraph, Andrew no spends his days horse riding, shooting, playing golf, or watching television. He neither drinks nor smokes and is rarely seen dining out. He watches a lot of TV. He's always done that, one source told the newspaper. He's always been a bit of a couch potato. While the former prince is said to still host shoots at Sandringham, nobody visits him anymore. His biographer suggests he feels abandoned and embittered. Andrew's reduced role follows years of intense scrutiny over his links to convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein and allegations that he sexually assaulted Virginia Giuffre, claim she strongly denies. Ms. Giuffre died by suicide in April. The publication of her posthumous memoir, Nobody's Girl, along with the release of documents and emails relating to Epstein this year, have only intensified the focus on the late Queen's second son,